So, you thought I was dead, huh? You don't have to laugh about it. Hey, so today I'm back with another tutorial. Let me give you a straight explanation right here. If you don't want to hear it, just skip forward. Here's what happened, okay? Now, I'll reiterate this, but I'm not the best artist in the world. In fact, I'm still in like the learning phase. Step 1, references. I don't know how many times an artist can say this, and if you look at a regular tutorial, you will hear this 100% of the time, and that is freaking references. If you don't use it, you won't get good, unless you're Picasso. For example, if you want like anime blue-haired dude, type in anime blue-haired dude, and then it'll come up, okay? And then you scroll through every single picture to find the perfect one. And it could just be as small as like, I like his ear details. It could be as small as that, okay? Or it could be as big as like, I like his hair design and his color. Anime is very simple. It's just simple shapes. And you just like make a little bit more adjustments to it. Because obviously no one wants to see this, right? Like I'm assuming this is not an anime character. Anime hair, simple. It's triangles. Now don't draw this kind of triangle right here. Do not draw this. This to this. Do you see the difference? Not really, because I suck at drawing. This is straighter, and this is curved. There's something wrong already with this. Do you know what it is? And that is, it's the same. Now, doing one direction, like it's going like this way, doing one direction is not too bad. However, it usually looks dull when it's one direction. So you either add like a bunch of like these ones, don't do it consistently, like put them in between or something, or add smaller ones. That's another one. And then also, you see this? You see how it's going in a one straight line? You don't want that either. Okay, here was my side tutorial thing, right? Right here. And let's assume that you want to make this kind of hairstyle. There you go, I changed the opacity. Oh my god, that is a thick brush. Okay, this, right? Two different sizes right there. You see that? And then you see this, and this to this. See, that's what makes it interesting. Small, big, medium. You want to know that. Small, big, medium. Now, this right here is not that good, right there, where I'm kind of consistently doing the same size, but at least I have some kind of interesting puts in it. Inputs? What the frick? See, this one is going this way, and this one is going this way, and this way. Different hairstyles also are different. Art styles for hairstyles are different. That depends on how much details you want to add. Too much is obviously bad. Now, what I mean by too much is this. And do every single hair strand. No, don't do this. Now, another thing that I would say don't do is like this. Now, this is too simple, okay? The right consistency is when you like feel like this is thin enough. Like, that's the only way I can explain it. Think of it like this. You know what an isosceles triangle looks like? Yeah, that's about how thin you want it to be. One thing that I like to do is these lines. Now, different characters obviously have different like character designs. But this character right here has a lot like a parallel line, as you would like a bunch of like lines. Oh my god, I'm so bad at explaining. You can obviously align it with your line. For example, let's say this is your hair strand. Let's say this is your hair strand right here, and then you align it like this. Like it kind of continues, but then it kind of continues like from here, but then you erase it a little bit like that. Also, with these lines, you don't want to be consistent as well. Like change it up a little bit is what I mean. Like do different sizes or different angles, you know. Here's another thing, is where the hair is going, that is. There has to be somewhat point, right? And usually that's on top of your head. Now, I'm not an anatomy genius right here, so I don't know where the frick the hairline is supposed to go. Just generalize. If you don't know if you don't know where it is, just generalize it. Like, let's say it's like right here or something, scientifically speaking is right here or something. Just say, oh, it's around here, therefore I should draw a line somewhat going towards that direction. You should just make this bigger. Like this right here should overlap first of all. As you can see, it is overlapping. So you see this depth right here? You want that. Assuming that the head goes like, you also want depth here. A little bit though, not too much. If you make this too big, then it looks like your character has a big forehead. Make sure to draw in your reference lines your head, because I think that will guide you very, very much. Make sure to add these fillers. Now what I mean by fillers is these. Frick! This crap right here makes it so that the hair is not smooth. I don't know what, unless you're going for like a Rock Lee type of character, I'm pretty sure you don't want your hair to be too smooth, right? So add these fillers. Add a lot of them. Don't add too much, but add a lot of them. So, as you can see, I have drawn a really rough sketch of a head, front view. Can you tell if it's a front view? Like, if I draw an eye, it will be kind of like this, you know? Okay, there's the eye line. There you go. Frick's sake. Stop, Jesse. Essentially, what you don't want to do is this. This is what I used to do, and guess what? It don't look good. So you have to draw a point. So, for example, like right here. So this is where your like hair goes. The frick do you want?
Just the one strand.
Shut up! So I'm gonna just pretend it's there, because I'm not gonna actually draw it there, because I'm gonna draw it later. So what you want to do is go down. You want to do the middle hair first. And I like to usually just make my middle hair kind of like this. And then you can draw another like strand right here like that. I'm not gonna draw it. Instead I'm gonna draw it over here. Like that. And then I'll draw another strand. Kind of like that. Okay. And then so from the center point, I draw another one. Make sure that these lines right here, that kind of get close to this point right here, are somewhat showing. Like you want a couple strands maybe. Now that depends on the hairstyle again, but it just looks better on some of them. You really want to kind of get close to this, but don't exactly like touch it, you know. Okay. After you've done these two right here, you want to draw. I recommend you draw the ear part first. Now you can do also the back right here. So like, let's say your hair goes like right here, here. Something like that would be completely fine. And then you want to go back in and draw a couple more lines, kind of like that. Small, very small lines, but going kind of towards the area I was talking about. And I could draw something like this, but when you do this, make sure that you're like making it like, if that makes sense. Like the where the hair meets. You want to make sure that you're like going like that. So if you have something at the middle, it's usually pretty big, like it's chunky, kind of like that. You might want to add in extra strands like this. This is kind of fine, but I would say I would recommend more of this, doing it over. I don't know why, but making it over looks much nicer. So yeah, you might want to do that as well. I'm not sure, it might depend on styles again. Now for this side, I'm gonna do a different style of hair. I'm gonna do more of a female hair-ish type style that I like to do. So you might see this a lot, but it's like this weird thing that goes like that. That's like the hair that goes like out, I guess. I don't know. Say like it goes down much more. More filler lines. So that's two different styles right there. So if you want to make this part longer, I recommend you to make this part longer as well. Now of course, if you have back hair, make sure to include that back hair. Now mine looks horrible, but you can do something like that. For easy reasons, I did put it in perfectly centered. Now it could be like right here, could be over here, which is more realistic. Stepwise, I would say do the middle one first, and then start going a little bit, like halfway, like over up to here, and then do this part and the back hair, and then include the rest of it in. And then once you do the back hair, draw this part right here as a guideline, and then put your filler tropicals like that. First thing, I did rush the freaking lining, so please bear with me. A couple things that I already noticed that is kind of wrong. Right here, as you can see, the head shape is a little weird. I would say it's a little too up-ish, like kind of like that, when it should be kind of like that. This right here, it looks a little awkward over here. So you might want to fix, well, and by you, I mean me. I should fix that. If you can tell, you can tell. Here's the line that like kind of splits it, kind of. Yeah, so both of them are like typical type hairs. This one being a boy, girl. Okay, of course, comment down below anything that you want me to do, like any type of hairstyle that you want me to do. The coloring part, if you want it, comment that down below. Yeah, I'm sorry for being like a rude boy, but please understand that you need freaking reference. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.